All right, listen up. This is the story of a three-man mission, not just any mission, the one that went down in history. If you don't know what that is, congratulations, you've lived a pure life. But let me educate you. A three-man mission is when three guys step out with one goal, secure numbers, vibes, and maybe a little extra if the universe allows it. It sounds simple, it never is. First mission? A college house party, a place where common sense goes to die a spectacularly embarrassing death. The bass was so loud it could probably restart a failing heartbeat, or at least rattle someone's last brain cell loose. Neon lights flickered like a horror movie director was just waiting to cue the kill scene. The air? A dangerous cocktail of cheap vodka, regret, and enough Axe body spray to fumigate a small village. People were making out in places where people absolutely should not be making out. Like, seriously, who thinks a laundry basket is romantic? Somewhere, a dude was already being carried out by his friends like a fallen soldier in the great battle of bad decisions. Casualties were happening, and the night had barely started. Dre, Malik, and I stepped in like a heist crew, except instead of robbing a bank, we were here to strip this party of its last shred of dignity. We weren't just here to party, we had a mission. First rule of engagement, roles. Dre was the charmer, Malik was the wild card, and me, the strategist. Basically, if things went to hell, I was the one who had to drag our dumbasses out. So, no pressure. We locked in on three girls vibing by the kitchen. One was pouring shots like she was trying to speedrun alcohol poisoning, probably auditioning for a bartender role in a Netflix drama. Another was scrolling through her phone with the intensity of someone whose group chat was the only thing keeping her alive. And the last one? Laughing, loud, carefree, the kind of laugh that made you want to know what was so damn funny. That was the one I wanted. Because if someone at this party was actually having a good time, I needed to be in on the joke. Dre made the first move smooth as ever. Malik, true to form, dove headfirst into some unhinged rant about deep-sea diving because apparently nothing screams flirt like discussing the existential horrors of the ocean. And somehow, in the chaos, I locked eyes with Laugh Girl. She had that look, the one that said she'd heard every weak pickup line in human history and was already disappointed in whatever nonsense I was about to say. I needed something different, something bold. Something that didn't sound like I learned it from the comments section of a TikTok dating coach. I watched her pour a shot, no measuring, no hesitation, just pure vibes and a blatant disregard for liver health. That bottle didn't stand a chance. I raised an eyebrow. So, either you're reckless, or you've done this so many times you could bartend in international waters. Which one is it? She laughed, the kind of laugh that said both. And maybe also mind your business. Hook, set. Now, all I had to do was not say something so catastrophically dumb that I ruined it. Unfortunately, that had never been my strong suit. Just when I thought things were locked in, the universe said, absolutely not. Enter. Some drunk dude who looked like a medieval sorcerer that had just crawled out of a tavern brawl. He stumbled in, locked onto Shot Girl like a man who had just rediscovered water in the desert and bellowed,
"Babe, you disappeared."
Bro looked like he had fought in 3 wars and lost all of them. Normal guys would have walked away. But Malik is not normal. Without missing a beat, he clapped the guy on the back.
Yo, Chad, my guy, you play fantasy football.
Silence. Chad blinked. Processing. Buffering.
Yeah?
Say less. Come school me, bro. I got money on this season.
Just like that, Chad forgot his girlfriend and followed Malik like a lost puppy. I had never witnessed mind control in real time until that moment. Dude got Jedi mind tricked out of his own relationship. We locked it in. Dre smooth talked his way back to Shot Girl. I kept Laugh Girl entertained, and Malik just casually gaslit Chad into a whole new reality where his girlfriend was apparently none of his concern. By the time we left, numbers were secured, the energy was immaculate, and history had been made. But that was only mission 1, and judging by how things went, we were either going to end up legendary or in federal custody. Different setting, different players, same game, or so we thought. Bar crawls should have been easy mode, like playing a video game tutorial with unlimited lives. Drinks flowing, people loosening up. And by bar number 3, social anxiety usually packs its bags and Ubers itself home. We walked in with confidence, cocky, ready. Like gladiators stepping into the arena, except the lions were drunk and the crowd was chanting, "Shots, shots, shots," like an ancient war hymn. First sighting? A squad of girls dressed like they had an inheritance to fight over. They had that birthday energy, a dangerous cocktail of champagne confidence, and absolute zero tolerance for male stupidity. Dre, as always, was first in the battlefield. He barely inhaled before Birthday Girl hit him with the Mortal Kombat fatality of rejections.
I have a boyfriend.
No hesitation. No hesitation at all. My man didn't even finish the "hi, I'm" before she spiritually banished him from the premises. Dre, unfazed, pivots to her friend.
Girls' night. No guys.
Back-to-back headshots. We were getting washed. I saw a bartender place a silent bet on whether we'd even survive another minute. And then there was Malik. Malik, our personal agent of chaos. The human equivalent of throwing a lit match into a fireworks factory. The man who, when faced with social rejection, does not accept defeat. He rewrites reality itself. Instead of retreating, this lunatic leans in, eyes sparkling with villainous intent.
So y'all planned an entire girls' night just to talk about astrology and complain about your exes? No plot twists? No spontaneous adventures? No character development? Bro, disappointing.
Silence. The bar went dead silent. The bartender stopped pouring mid-drink. The birthday girl narrowed her eyes like a final boss realizing you skipped all the cutscenes. One of them, hoop earrings, too tipsy to care, sized Malik up like he was a chaotic little puzzle she suddenly wanted to solve.
Oh, and you think you're a plot twist?
Malik, without missing a single beat, delivered the line that will be written in our criminal records someday.
Nah, but I might be your best side character tonight.
The squad erupted. Gasps. Screams. One of them clutched her pearls. Someone in the back yelled, "Oh, hell no. Game. On." Now, if this were a normal night, we would have eased into the conversation. Small talk, casual flirting, social norms. This was not a normal night. 1 second, we were strangers. The next, we were locked in a battle of absurd bar games, competing like the fate of the universe depended on who could land a coaster into a pint glass first. Dre was calling trick shots like we were in the NBA. Malik was talking trash like he had a sponsorship deal on the line. Someone's drink got sacrificed in the chaos. At one point, I swear I saw a bartender place a silent bet on whether we'd get kicked out. This was war, and we were all in. Dre, who had just minutes ago been publicly executed by Birthday Girl, had somehow convinced her that tequila was an essential vitamin. Dude had resurrected himself like a social phoenix. I was watching pure sorcery unfold in real time. I was locked in. The same girl who started the night ignoring me like a spam email? Yeah, now she was fully engaged, laughing, leaning in, hitting me with a "tell me more" eyes. It was the kind of comeback story they make sports documentaries about. At some point she leaned in, eyes gleaming with curiosity.
All right, mystery man, what's the wildest thing you've done at a bar?
I smirked, ready to drop the dumbest flex of my life. Convinced a bartender I was an undercover health inspector so he'd serve us drinks faster. Her jaw dropped.
No way.
Cross my heart. I mimed an X over my chest. Bartenders panic when they think they're about to get shut down. You wouldn't believe how fast we got our drinks. She blinked, then burst out laughing.
That is both the smartest and most unhinged thing I've ever heard.
Mission, impress laugh girl, success. Malik, who had finally stopped getting bodied at rock, paper, scissors, raised his glass with the confidence of a man who had just won the lottery. To chaos and good times. Drinks clinked. The last wall of resistance crumbled like a bad Jenga move, and then absolute madness. Spontaneous dance battles that looked more like exorcisms. More dares, more shots, more deeply questionable life choices. At some point, Dre ended up in a dramatic salsa duel with a stranger, and Malik somehow convinced a girl to steal a bar mat as a souvenir of the night. Phones that had been glued to their hands were now forgotten. People were actually living in the moment. By the time we stumbled outside for fresh air, numbers had been exchanged, plans for another meetup were locked in, and the mission? An absolute masterpiece. Now, to wrap up today's lesson, a 3-day festival, thousands of people, unlimited potential, and yet, absolute unhinged chaos. Festivals are different, man. This isn't some casual bar crawl where social anxiety evaporates after 3 shots of tequila. This was the final boss. Picture 50,000 half-dehydrated, sleep-deprived zombies moving to bass so heavy it could dislodge your soul from your body. Everyone here is running on 3 hours of sleep, 5 bad decisions, and an $18 vodka Red Bull that tastes like jet fuel. This wasn't about game. This was about survival. We were losing. Bad. First attempt? Denied. Second attempt? Girl didn't even speak. Just stared past me like I was a hallucination. Third attempt? Got physically body checked by a dude in a bucket hat. So aggressively, I swear I heard my social credibility drop like the stock market in '08. We weren't the main characters. We weren't even the side characters. We were the NPCs, getting farmed for XP, and just when I thought we should accept our L and retreat like cowards, Malik, our personal harbinger of madness, had his moment of enlightenment. He grabbed us by the shoulders like a man who had just discovered fire.
Boys, we've been doing this all wrong. We're not just guys at a festival. That's basic. We need a purpose, a function, a higher calling. We are now festival photographers.
His eyes gleamed with the kind of chaotic wisdom that only emerges at 2 a.m. after way too many bad decisions. And just like that, we pivoted. Malik snatched some random girl's phone like a seasoned paparazzi catching Leonardo DiCaprio with a woman over 25. Dre positioned himself like he was about to direct a Vogue cover shoot. And me? I stood in the background, nodding like some fake manager who contributes nothing, but still takes credit for everything. And suddenly, the floodgates opened. Phones started appearing in our hands like we had unlocked a cheat code. People were posing. People were hyping themselves up. We were no longer NPCs. Dre became a full-on director. He was adjusting poses, hyping them up like he was about to send these people straight to New York Fashion Week. Malik, bro. Malik completely abandoned the photography plan. Instead, he turned the photo session into a full-blown dance battle. Next thing we know, he locks eyes with a girl in LED butterfly wings like she's his anime rival.
Dance off right now.
And she said, bet an actual crowd formed. We weren't at a festival anymore. We were in the final round of Step Up 3D. I look to my left. Dre is still directing a photo shoot. I look to my right. Malik is going to war in a dance battle. I look in front of me. Some dude is crowd surfing in a floaty. Where did he even get a floaty? Festivals do something to your brain, man. At some point, a full-on silent disco formed around us. People were wearing headphones, dancing like their Spotify Wrapped depended on it. Malik, of course it was Malik, managed to convince an entire group of strangers to start a conga line. How? Why? No one knew. No one questioned it. And that was the beauty of the night. Because festivals don't follow logic. You don't ask why. You just join the chaos. At some point, numbers were exchanged. Inside jokes were made. Plans for the next day? Locked in. And just as we were about to leave, one of the girls, LED butterfly wings girl, still catching her breath from the dance-off, smirked, her eyes half lit by neon glow.
You guys are trouble.
Because that is the truth about a three-man mission. You don't force the win. You adapt to the madness. You become the vibe. And on this night, we didn't just survive the festival, we became legends. Somewhere out there, there's still a girl telling the story of how she got hyped up like a Vogue model, another one wondering how she ended up in a conga line with total strangers, and at least one bartender trying to figure out if he actually dodged a health inspection. Not kidding, bro.